A smart purchase is just another way of creating rational investments. You might feel short in cash in your 20s, but smart buyers will make purchases that will last them into their 30s and beyond. While it's always tempting to spend your paycheck on a new pair of shoes or drink at happy hour, your future self will thank you for putting that money towards things that'll pay for themselves over time. We know making large purchases can be scary, no matter how old you are. However, if you invest your money in the right places when you're younger, you can set yourself up for greater security and a greater quality of life in the future. With that in mind, here are 5 purchases to make in your 20s that can greatly contribute to a life of financial freedom. Number 1. Investing in a side hustle. If you're putting in $100 to invest in your side hustle and it earns you $1,000 this year, that's a 900% rate of return. Ask any investment pro or finance major, and they'll tell you that is an unreal amount to earn on an investment. That's why you need a plan for investing some money back into your side hustle. It's one of the most powerful ways you can grow your money and generate extra cash to use on anything from funding your hobbies to paying off your student loans. So how do you invest in your side hustle? Luckily, investing in your side hustle can look like a lot of different things, and you don't need an online brokerage or an understanding of ETFs to do it. To invest effectively back into your business, first you need to take stock of where you're at in your side hustle. How do you make money? How much money do you make every month? An effective investment in your side hustle should help you make more money every month, and it shouldn't be so expensive that you're spending more than you're making every month. Next, do some research. How do people with side hustles like yours grow their income? This will be entirely dependent on what type of hustle you run, but it's good to get a sense of what's popular in your industry. If you know your side hustle and understand how it makes money, you should be able to pick worthwhile places to spend money on growing it to make even more money. That's the real point of investing in your side hustle, and you're uniquely positioned to make those judgment calls because no one understands your hustle quite as well as you do. Number 2. Buying an index fund. You'll be surprised to know that even Warren Buffett started investing when he was 11 years old. Currently, he has a net worth of around $103 billion. Interestingly, around 100 out of the $103 billion came after Warren Buffett's 65th birthday. Now, you may be thinking about how to start investing, how much to invest, and where to invest. Lucky for you, there's an effortless way to build wealth, even if you're not a savvy investor. An S&P 500 index fund might just be the investment you need to retire as a millionaire. If you manage to save or make an extra $200 per month and invest it in a simple S&P 500 index fund, which historically has averaged a yearly 10% return since it was created, then in 45 years you will have over $2 million. Assuming you're investing with a Roth IRA account in the USA or an ISA in the UK, then this money will be completely tax-free. We're not saying you have to wait to be rich. This is just an investment of $200 which you can generate from a side hustle. You still have the potential to make much more money. Think of this as a backup plan that's building itself on the background. If you want to become an S&P 500 millionaire, just don't expect it to happen overnight. Those big returns come from allowing your money to compound over long periods of time. But with patience and consistent investing, the S&P 500 is all you need to become a millionaire retiree. Number 3. Buy a plane ticket. Yes, sometimes a smart purchase involves rewarding yourself, and really, there's no better time to spend on experiences than your 20s. Plus, your trip doesn't have to break the bank. A good travel rewards credit card or an airline loyalty program can help you rack up miles to pay for the flight. Remember, credit cards that offer rewards for your travels tend to require excellent credit. You can see where your credit currently stands by viewing 2 of your scores for free on credit.com. Other ways to save on travel include signing up for fare alerts, traveling on off-peak days, and looking into hostels or vacation rentals. Perhaps you haven't heard of the term credit card churning. Well, buckle up because this is some pretty juicy news. Churning is the credit card strategy the banks don't want you to know about. In fact, it's so effective, banks have been setting up new rules year after year to prevent gamers from exploiting the opportunity. The good news is, travel hackers are still ahead of the banks and will share their secrets. Churning is simply the strategy whereby you open a credit card, collect welcome bonus miles, use them for a free flight, and either close or stop using the credit card. You then do the same thing over and over again. That's right, you get multiple free flights every year just by signing up for new credit cards. As a bonus, you'll also be building a great credit score for when you want to buy a house in the future. Credit cards have been really demonized by lots of parents and boomers, but if you use them responsibly, then they can give you huge advantages. Number 4. Spending money on education. This is by far one of the most important things, and it's often overlooked. Purchasing any type of education to better yourself is a no-brainer. At the end of the day, everyone is paid based on their perceived value. So if you're able to increase this by learning a new skill, then you're going to dramatically boost your wealth. If you've got a hunger for learning, seeking to pursue a passion project, or trying to pick up new skills for a side hustle, spending on education can be a great investment. There are endless courses to take that will enrich your life, whether you're learning social media marketing, a new language, or even basic coding. Plus, if the course is something that can benefit your job and workplace, you may be able to get your company to pay for it. It doesn't hurt to make a proposal full of the potential benefits that a particular course could have on you, and by default, your company. Having a high educational attainment doesn't always guarantee a good salary, of course, but for over 60 years, economists have demonstrated how education leads directly to major economic returns in salary and GDP. Education additionally plays a vital role in many countries' economies, as well as the general health of labor markets and overall employment. Indeed, employment tends to go in lockstep with increasing educational standards. Did you know that better math skills can increase salary by $21,000 per year? If a student had improved reasoning ability with data, statistics, graphs, and spatial relationships, as measured by a standardized exam, the total expected increase in earnings would be an additional $21,000 per year for a 35 to 54-year-old full-time US worker. The total accrued amount in earnings for an individual for better math skills over 2 decades would be $400,000. This isn't just about investing your money, it's also about investing your time to actually learn something valuable and being open to new ideas. Number 5. Buying real estate. You must be wondering, is it even possible to invest in real estate in my 20s? First of all, you're never too young or too old to invest. The fact is, investing early helps you build an early safety net. When you're building out your portfolio, you'll want to start investing as early as possible, and your 20s are a great time to learn. Truthfully, there are many benefits to a young real estate investor. Real estate investment generates passive income. First and foremost, if your real estate investment generates positive cash flow, you'll have the benefit of earning passive income. While the return on one property will likely not be enough to let you quit your day job, that added income can help you build an emergency fund, pump up a retirement account, pay off a student loan, or give you an added sense of security in an uncertain job market. You can also gain investment experience. If there's one thing all high net worth individuals can agree on, it's that investing comes with a learning curve. Not all of your investments are going to generate easy money, and it's up to you to learn how to pick the right investment vehicles and make them work for you. The sooner you can start this learning process, the sooner you'll be on the road to financial independence. Lastly, you'll start building a portfolio of assets. As we mentioned, the passive income you receive from one investment property is not going to be enough to help you achieve financial freedom. For that, you need a portfolio of diversified assets. However, the first step to building that portfolio is buying a single rental property or investing in your first real estate investment trust. Again, the sooner you start building up your portfolio, the better. As an adult, there are definitive purchases that can have a positive impact on your life and future. We hope this video has shed light into the path you want to take. Have you tried out any of our recommendations? Let us know in the comments below. As usual, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. We'll see you in the next video.